tonight I am playing through some of my Woodwind Quintet music for a concert I'm playing next week. I have played through it all at this point, and I'm just ready to check if the new horn versus the old horn is going to be better for this week of rehearsals. So I'm going to play through some of my music again and just double check. I have 2 horns and 2 mouthpieces, so we're going to see what works. So we're starting off with Malcolm Arnold, 3 shanties. I think I'm going to play along with some of this. So I'm going to pull it up here. Malcolm Arnold, 3 shanties. Let's try this a little bit louder from the beginning. One, two, three. Hey everyone, welcome. Well, what a way to start. Hello, ain't nobody. Hello. If you please argue in this, just say, I think you're a really good stringer and music player. Wow, everyone's being so nice. Thanks so much. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just testing out 2 different horns. I'm playing a concert this week. And so this is a piece that we're going to be playing, which is something like, What Should We Do with the Drunken Sailor? And so here's what it sounds like on the new horn. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. What's happened? Hi everyone. Oh, welcome. You want to play clarinet middle school? Nice. French horn's good too. That's what I'm playing right now. Well, thank you for saying this is a good live stream. Can I teach you a little on the clarinet? Fortunately, I know nothing about the clarinet. We could talk about French horn, but that's impressive. The most magnificent French horn playing you've ever heard. That's so nice to say. Thank you. More clarinet. Let's see. Help. I only know French horn, Wagner tuba, and natural horn. These are my instruments. Yeah, I could probably help a little with trumpet or something. I do know Star Wars. I play the trumpet. I just got back from band camp a few days ago. Nice! I love band camp. That's where I had some of the most fun. That's where I fell in love with music. I went to BUTI when I was in high school in Massachusetts. I also did Idlewild when I was in middle school, which was super fun in California. But now I play in the Pacific Symphony in Orange County. And we're playing some Woodwind Quintet stuff next week. And this next movement starts with a horn solo, and it starts muted. All right, let's do the next movement. New horn's going good. All right, here we go. Okay, ends on a horn solo, nice. I have to practice this last one a little bit. This one has really big slurred intervals. So it's really nice to play with really juicy, play all the notes in between. these to be really smooth. And then you have to pick the right place to breathe. So probably after the second little rest here. Let's see. Can I play the Star Wars theme song? Yes. Oh, nice. Well, welcome everyone, my band friends. Oh man, it's not working. Let's see. Can I fix this? Can I fix this? In your school, you're going to be first chair trumpet. That's a great goal to have. It's also not such a bad thing to be last chair or whatever chair, because if you're last, then you can learn from everyone. And even if you're first, you can learn from everyone. Not everyone is better at everything. Your first chair isn't better at everything. There's different skills that we do in music, and first chair might just be better at some of them, like loud playing, accuracy, high notes. But, last chair might be great at low notes, soft playing. And so there's something to be learned from everyone. Oh, here we go. Third movement. Isaac, horn player. Welcome. What horns were you trying out today? This is a Rico Coon, and that is also a Rico Coon. These are my two horns. Let's see. Oh man, wow, this third movement is so much harder. So this 5/8 part is in 1 2 3 1 2, I think. Triplet duple. So that's how I'll count my rests. And then I have a solo right after. Yeah, sure. You don't know much about horns. So this is a French horn. This is a double French horn. So you can have a single, double, or a triple. And that has to do with how many buttons and how many slides we have. So a double horn will have these three, and then also a trigger. And so the trigger helps shorten the length of the horn, so it's easier to play higher notes. Thanks for watching, Beetle. Appreciate it. Yeah, tune in again sometime soon. French horn has the best sound. I'm biased, but we play stuff like the heroic themes. We play really romantic themes, nostalgic. We play Star Wars. We are the bridge between brass and woodwinds. So we play in brass quintets and woodwinds. And so we can have a sound that blends with a lot of different instruments really well because it's more mellow. It faces backwards and we put our hand in the bell, which makes it have a bit more of a darker sound. And so this week I'm playing with woodwind players. I'm playing a woodwind quintet for 5 concerts. So I have to play a bit more light and a lot softer than I normally would. Hoyer G10, Con 11D. You're transitioning from a crispy rap. I think one of my students actually plays a Hoyer G10. It's a great horn. Yeah, I've tried those out. I used to play a Hoyer 6802. I have it right over there, which I'm about to sell. But it's a crispy rap, so I wouldn't try selling it to you. Yeah, nice. So if you're looking for, yeah, like a gyro, I mean, I love Rico Coon horns. They're great. This is the innovation, but because of tariffs, they've gotten a lot more expensive, so it's less economical. Yamaha, I think 671s, I've heard really good things about them, and I think they're in like the 7,000 range, which would be similar to the Hoyer. Con 11D, honestly, I don't know many people who play that horn. 7802, oh no way, master student, and you're looking for something lighter. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like the number, I mean, I've always loved Berg horns. I've never played one, but I played my Hoyer 6802 through undergrad, and it worked great. And then I won an audition for the Syracuse Orchestra for acting second horn, which I played for 2 years, and they were an all con section, and that worked out great. But then I realized going into grad school, I wanted to play something with a brighter sound because that's where most things are headed. So I found that Rico Coons were the most economical for, I think you could buy a used, this is a W293. I think you could find a used one for like around $8,000. And it's just a wonderful horn. And that's now the horn I used to win my audition for Pacific Symphony. It's great for low. It plays high, but it doesn't have an excellent high register. And that's why I just bought this horn. Yeah. Where do you study? I did my master's at Yale. I did undergrad at Eastman, and then I did my certificate at Colburn, and then I was at New World, and then now I'm at Pacific. That's so cool. A master's horn player. That's awesome. Welcome. Oh man, I don't know if you've ever played this Malcolm Arnold 3 shanties, but it's really tough. Yeah, it has a high D in it. McGill, nice, great school. Canada. Yeah, this piece has a high D in it, but I don't think there's any way that I want to play a high D. It has a gliss up to it. Yeah, there's not enough time for me to gliss up to a high D in a quarter note. I think I'm just gonna drop it an octave. One. Something I'm noticing, Isaac, you'll probably know when you switch horns, it's like for high A is like one of the worst notes on French horn, and if you're either trigger open or trigger 1 and 2 or trigger 3, my old horn is a trigger 1 and 2 sort of horn, but I feel like this new one is a trigger open, but I'm still figuring it out. All right, cool. What an awesome piece. Did I forget any tough parts? One last tough part. So what horn do you think you're going to go with, Isaac? Horn on leg. This next one I have to do with my horn on the leg. It's in the Hall of the Mountain King. So many quick muted changes. Yeah, I know, right? A is such a terrible note. Oh, man. This arrangement is horn and E, and then you also have a bunch of stop notes. So it's like adjusting your brain, bringing it down a half step, and then bringing it down another half step. Okay. I think that's just all of the hard stuff for this movement. I'll skip it. All right, and then now here we go. Oh my gosh. Isaac, have you ever played the Liggity Six Bagatelles? Well, we're doing 2 movements from it. And I gotta learn how to count the third movement entrance, which is 72 bars of rest, and then a horn entrance. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to listen to it right now. Liggity Six Bagatelles. Liggity Six Bagatelles. And we're doing the third movement. Arcadia wins. Okay, I gotta skip back because I gotta count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 40, 41, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 26, 27, 28, 29. Start. Okay, I counted it right. I'm so happy. Wow. That makes me happy. That went pretty well. If it goes half that well in concert, I'll be happy. I'll be stoked. The new horn. Let's do this. It's going well tonight. My first rehearsal and only rehearsal for this gig is tomorrow. So putting together these pieces on one rehearsal is going to be like, it's going to be tight. It's going to be... All right, the next movement is the fourth movement, which is 1 minute long and is the bane of my existence. And it starts with a jump scare. Be careful, everyone. Okay, survived, but I definitely didn't count right one thing. In the last 20 seconds. After the stopped horn solo. Okay, I gotta listen for the clarinet. That's what I have to do. Okay. Clarinet solo, boom. Oh, Umoja, such a great piece. Has anyone played Umoja here before? Isaac? Umoja? Quintet. Six, 7, 8, wow, 9, 10. Okay. This next piece is so cool. Sounds so cool, but I can't find a recording. Let me see if I can't find a recording of this. It's called Mbube Nansi Imale. Mbube Nansi Imale Woodwind Quintet. Wow, not a single recording. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Oh, yep, I did. Mbube Nansi. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. I can't find a recording. Never heard it. This will be the world premiere. Oh, you've never heard that one? Sounds fun to play. Yeah, it's so cool. It's also an orchestra music piece. The last one I just did, Emoja, it's great. And that one slaps. The horn part is even cooler and much harder than it is in the Woodwind Quintet. I played it with New World Symphony, and there's a I think they just posted a recording of it recently, and it was really good. A killer piccolo solo, if I recall. So this next piece is awesome, but I can't find a Woodwind Quintet version of it anywhere. So this is what I think it's based off of. So great. So I'm just figuring out how to play this one. It seems like horn is like the solo voice in basically all this. Oh, and then here comes the problem of I can't crack a bunch of notes on the solos. So I have to play super accurately here. Lips really close together. Perfect speed of all my air. It has a bunch of these lines down, like falls. I'm not exactly sure if to like hand stop them or like kind of fall off them. Doesn't really sound good when I do the fall. I think the hand might be better. This one's tricky. There's a lot of extra grace notes, which might make it hide my chipped notes. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, beep-da-beep-beam. Yeah, I'm just gonna play through this with recording tomorrow. Alright. Next is Aris Tropicalis, which actually will sound fun to listen to. Bo-do-dee-bee-do-dee. Six. Oh, contradanza. The horn is recorded so quietly in the Amani Winds recording. Let me look it up. If there's another one, Aris Tropicalis. How's it going, everyone? I'm just playing through my rep for tomorrow. I'm playing on my new horn, and I'm just deciding if I'm going to play on my new horn or the one that I know, my old horn. So far, it's going well on the new horn. I haven't hit a breaking point, but I'm just finding a new recording for a piece that I'm playing for tomorrow. Let's see. I'm looking for contradanza. Oh, okay, cool. Different, not Woodwind Quintet, but... Oh! What the? Air Force Band? Here we go. Alright, I need to hear how this person plays the runs. Okay, they sound good, but it's recorded in such a way it's really hard to hear, hard to play a lot of the stuff with clarity in the mid register. If it's gonna be anyone, it's gonna be a fourth horn player. Here we go. I'm playing that rhythm wrong. Roadmap. I'm going to color code my roadmap. Here we go. So many repeats. So this one will be colored red. Great. And then the other one will be colored blue. Nice. Okay, color coded. And then there's a coda. How do I get to the coda? You play it again with no repeats. That's right. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this with the recording. It'll sound fun. Okay, cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome. This one's super cool. This is really cool. Movement, and it has a insanely confusing roadmap. A bunch of repeats. It's got a DS Al coda, so it's got all these crazy symbols. Okay, I now shall do the final color code. The DS Al coda, this one goes to the very beginning. Okay, and then, oh my gosh. And then I have to do like 18th color, which my iPad has never used before. Let's do purple. Purple's a great color. There we go. Purple for the next one. There we go. Okay, great. Wonderful. I like this solo. Man. Nice. Okay. Oh, we're doing a movement I'm tacit on. I could cry. Okay. Then we're doing Vals Venezuelano. Oof. Okay, it starts on a high B. Can I do it? Do I have a tryout or play in an orchestra? I play in an orchestra. I play in the Pacific Symphony in Orange County, and we're doing a Woodwind Quintet feature this week where I travel all around Orange County playing concerts, and it'll be Tuesday through Saturday every day throughout the community. And the music's insane, and I just got this new horn, so I'm figuring out if I'm going to play the concert on the new horn or the old ones, because it's kind of risky. This horn broke twice in the last 2 days, but it seems to have not broken. Actually, let me check on it. No. Oh no, it looks like it's fraying. I bet it would. I bet this is gonna break. Oh my gosh. It's not broken yet, but it's already fraying. Please don't break, especially not in concert. That's why I gotta have 2 horns. You play the flute, nice, Mary. That's a great instrument. No, that's part of the Woodwind Quintet. I feel like this for this next piece we're working on, my horn part is basically a flute part. It's like the highest register of the horn. What horns am I using? Rico-kun W293, my old horn. Rico-kun Innovation. This one, I like the high register better, but it's new, and so I'm cracking more notes on it. Even though I think in the long run, it'll be great. And I also have 2 mouthpieces I'm trying out. Houghton H3 and Yamaha 30C4. And this is Vals Venezuelano, a movement from Eras Tropicalis for a Woodwind Quintet. And again, it starts on high B. How does one start a piece on high B? Is it better to breath attack it? Gonna have a breakdown here. Yeah, I come in after the bassoon plays. Here's what the piece sounds like. So, but it's also, you have to play like so soft. When it, yeah, you're supposed to come in so soft so that it doesn't sound like it's a struggle. I have that question every time I play Beethoven 7. I know, right? Okay, so Isaac, here's a secret. I bought a Descant horn and I play Beethoven 7 on it at auditions in advance playing it, and when people say don't play Beethoven 7 on a desk can at auditions. So if you are like me, where you're a low horn player but you're high curious and you want to take any audition that comes up, honestly, I heard a story of a principal horn player who listened to an audition for associate principal at a big orchestra, 6-figure salary. They were going to hire for an associate principal, and Brandon Berg came up, and they ended up going with a candidate who clearly played it on a desk can. And when they were going to name if the other person was a qualified runner-up, people on the committee brought up, oh, the articulation wasn't as clean as the other candidate. And it was because they were playing it on a double and not a desk can. And it's one of those things where if you show up with the right equipment for that job, if you show up to play Beethoven 7 in the orchestra, you probably have a desk can. Same with Brandon Berg. It's possible to play these pieces without, if you're a beast, but not me. So I bought that desk can. It's Lowell Greer's old desk can, if you know. It's an Alex 107. It's so great. I love it. I love it to bits. And maybe I should play this movement on it. I bet it would be so easy. But I'm going to try to figure out how to do it on the double. Okay, question is, can I do that with the recording? Okay, I did it once, and it was on the high pea shooter mouthpiece. The band director I'm friends with plays French horn. Nice. I am also friends with a band director who plays French horn. I think that makes the best band director. My band director in high school was a choralist, and then the other two were sax players. And they were all pretty great. Nice. Mary, do you play in any orchestra, any groups on flute? Okay. Okay, I mean, it comes out on this wider mouthpiece, but it's a lot harder. Posture would help support the tone. Called out. Alexander teachers hate him. Yeah, I help beginning flutists and then play twice a year in the local symphony. That's awesome. That's so great. Nice. Yeah, dude. Robert Harrison called me out. Yeah. Beating bum, bodidi. I wonder if I'm gonna play this on the high mouthpiece. It's just so much easier on it, yeah. What if I played on the low mouthpiece with good posture? Thank you very much, Mary. I wish you all the best of luck, too. Okay, yeah, well, Ooh, the percentages are so much higher on my pea shooter mouthpiece. I don't even want to try the old horn's gonna be worse for sure. All right, let's see. This will decide it if I can do it on the high mouthpiece here. Here we go. Has to be done. It has to be done. All right, this one will be done on the high mouthpiece. I wish it was on the desk hand. High mouthpiece. Oh, okay. Wow, what a... Let me practice the coda. Okay, nice. Wow, nice. And then El Chocolo's Pretty Chill on Mississippi Red Clay Delta. What was this? What piece is this called? Red Clay and Mississippi Delta by Valerie Coleman. So much Valerie Coleman on this program. It's really exciting. Another flute player and composer. And yeah, I feel like that's it. That's it, everyone. Which one is the winner? When I studied with Hugh Cowden, had to sit on sewing seat, no back for 3 or 4 hour lessons. Dude, that's a long lesson. Yeah, but also on the flip side, I mean, good posture is good, but there are also people who just like have the worst posture you've ever seen, and they sound better than like you'll ever sound. Like I once had the principal horn of St. Louis just put his horn in his lap and like demonstrate. I was playing Strauss' second horn concerto, which is like, to me, the hardest concerto you ever have to play in the common repertoire. And he just like went like this, how I played in beginning band, and he demonstrated it, and it was like the greatest thing I'd ever heard. Maybe there is something to it. Yeah, oh my gosh, in middle school I used to play like this. And then you play horn on the leg, and then you play horn off the leg. And then I feel like maybe eventually you just slowly revert back to how you started. Yeah, well, I feel like that's all the rep list. Oh my gosh, boy, am I glad that the horn is starting to come together. It's a bit more accurate now. It's a bit more accurate. I have a plan for just about everything. The only thing is maybe hearing some of the stopped passages. It's the biggest threat. Also did 1994 CSO audition. Which CSO? Chicago? Or Cincinnati? Yeah, I'm just looking through this rep list for tomorrow. The only thing that remains question mark is the Nancy Imali. Hopefully we'll take this nice and slow. This one has a shake in it. All right, well, that's basically all the rep for tomorrow. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm about to make my final decision for the concert this week. I think the new horn is the winner. The new horn is the winner. Oh boy, am I so happy to be saying that. And then fast forward till tomorrow morning when I try to play any of this, and I absolutely just cannot play on the new horn. But I'll have to bring both because this horn has... The strings broke twice in the last 2 days. And so I'm super nervous about the strings breaking, especially in concert. I think I can see it fraying a little bit now. And I'm just heartbroken. Would you say this horn is more on the resistance side? Totally. Yeah, absolutely. I found myself getting way more tired playing this horn, but resistance equals easier to play against in the high register. So I like truly cannot play Beethoven 7 on my old horn. And I went to all the same schools as the great players around me when I was at New World, and I was just like, why can they play these things when I can't? I practice just as much as them. I've had access to the same great information, and it just turned out that that horn was just not resistant enough for me to play high register stuff on it. So I started playing things on my desk camp. On my channel, if you flip through some of my shorts, the ones with orchestra, I played Principal on Mahler 6 with New World, and I just used the Descant for some of the stuff. It's just so high, and I couldn't do it on my old horn. And I think I could be able to do it on this double, and my colleagues around me, they were using doubles, and they could totally do it. So yeah, wait, so you're on a crispy wrap now? Are you playing an 8D? 8Ds are super open sounding, not as much resistance as well. So it's like you have to kind of create. I heard this described by my horn repair guy as he was fixing this horn up again the other day. But the more resistance that a horn has, the easier the high register is, and the less you have to do physically. So you can allow yourself to relax more and blow against the resistance of the instrument. Currently on a Hoyer 7802. Yeah, if you don't use the F horn, remove the slides. That's another way. That's another way that people do. Nice, yeah, to play Brandenburg and stuff lighter. I find that that'll give you 2 or 3%. I think there's a video of Gail Williams doing Brandenburg on YouTube that you can find with her no slides, no F slides. And it's totally legit. But it's eking out the last few percent. But the Descant horn is legitimately 40% better, 50%, for me 100% better than my old horn. So, and my Descant was $5,000. And you can get a decent Paxman for, if you're lucky, I think $5,000. I don't have high registers in the high or low range. I struggle with the mid-register stability big time. Okay, interesting. Yeah. I find with resistant horns that the mid-register is a bit more stuffy. So, this one, super easy to play in the mid-register. Super easy. Yeah, I used to have... Yeah, when you play a few Gaia wraps, it fixed it instantly. Nice. Yeah, maybe the resistance will help. I found, for me personally, when I switched between all these horns... Throughout my career, I tried to play each new horn how I played the last one. But each horn wants to be played differently. So when I switched from my 8D copy, the 6802 Hoyer, I tried to play it that way on this horn. And my teacher who played an 8D, he instructed me. He's like, you want the range of your instrument to sound the same. And I was playing dark in the low register and bright in the high register. And he's like, you got to make it sound the same, which is exactly right advice. But then he said, make it all sound dark, which was the right advice for my old horn, but for the new one was terrible, and I just was really inaccurate. And then I got to grad school, and then my teacher helped me figure out that if I play with a brighter sound, that it was actually how the horn wanted to be played. So yeah, I wonder if brightening up your sound in the mid-register might also help, especially if you switch to a new horn. Yeah, Alex's are nice. Yeah, I love Alex's. They're great. But alas, in America, very few Alexes. Although I did study with Andrew Bain, who plays an Alex. I feel like this horn, the innovation, is a lot more similar to an Alex, at least than my last one is. It's like a step in that direction, way more resistant. Oh, Berlin, speaking of Alexes. Hello, Veronica. Speaking of Alexes, Berlin looks like they just passed Yun Zhang's trial for Principal of Berlin, Principal Horn of Berlin. That's so exciting. He's so good. I've been listening to that guy on YouTube for years. Ah. How's it going, everyone? Nice. Robert, are you do you play in an orchestra? And Isaac, what year of grad school are you in? I feel like it takes a while to get used to a new instrument. I heard it described as like 18 months before you feel super comfortable. And I found that to be true when I switched to that horn. So I wonder how long it'll take me the end of 2026 before I'm super comfortable on this new instrument. Oh, geez. Hopefully I can speed run it because they're the same brand of instrument and hopefully not too dissimilar. The last thing I got to do is make sure the thing is in tune with itself. My orchestra plays at 441, but sometimes I play with groups that play 440 or 442, so I gotta check that this is playing in tune. Wow, I'm shocked. It's playing in tune. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm actually playing in tune. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the live. Oh my gosh, it's so late. It's like 10 p.m. Why am I practicing French horn? Do you play scales? 22 years at college and 25 years with Riverhead Monday Night Band. Nice. That's so cool. I do practice scales. Yeah, in the morning. I have on my YouTube shorts many scales, evidence of my scale practice. So feel free. And also my warm-up video on my YouTube channel that what I play on a day off, where you can see my morning routine on my scales and stuff. Oh, you're a trumpet player. I love practicing out of the Chantal book for like psycho-flexibility exercises. I've always enjoyed playing. I play like stamp exercises. It's like my first thing of the day usually. Another trumpet thing. And then, what did I read? The How I Became a Cornetist by Robert Clark. Yeah, that book. And this guy, Robert, what's his name? Robert Clark of the Clark Studies. He wrote that he would practice for 4 hours and he would do 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. And so that was his method of playing. And if you like get distracted and start playing something weird, Star Wars, or I mean, I don't think Star Wars invented when this guy was living 100 years ago. But like after 10 minutes, if you have like a little alarm or you check the time, you catch yourself every 10 minutes so you don't get too far down any one rabbit hole or overplay in the high register. If you do 10 minutes in the high register, you're not going to blow out your lips for the day. And so I find that that's a really helpful way. And what this guy did was he played trumpet, but he lived in Rochester and there were no openings in any orchestras for trumpet players, but there was for viola. They never had enough violas, so he learned viola. He would do 10 minutes on trumpet, 10 minutes on viola, or he would just do that thing for 4 hours in the morning on trumpet, then 4 hours in the afternoon on viola. This guy was legitimately practicing 8 hours a day, which is one of the most psychotic things I've ever heard, and kind of amazing. And so once I read this book, I was like, I gotta try it, and it was pretty psycho. But I like the idea that you just check in with your practice every 10 minutes and ask yourself, is this what I want to be doing? That's smart. It's so easy to get distracted or overly focused on one thing. I know, right? Yeah. I also find that like some of the best advice I got is like there are 3 buckets of stuff to practice. There's nuts and bolts stuff, fundamentals, which improve you long term, but it takes a lot of motivation to get practicing on it. Hi, Murtha. And then the second bucket is excerpts, solos, all the stuff that you're working on for like concerts coming up, and then for auditions, concerts, and then third bucket, fun, to make sure that at least every day there's one point in the day that you play something just for you that you really love playing that makes you want to play. And playing along with recordings, pop songs, that's like how to stay in love with playing your instrument all the time. And you keep coming back to it. Even if it's not, the most efficient thing to do right away, it'll keep you playing more in the long run. So I try to play a lot of fun stuff. But this is a really fun program. And I've been lucky that I've been playing a lot of really fun stuff this season. We got to play Alpine Symphony, which is my favorite piece. So I've been a happy camper. Do I know the difference between a French horn and a Waldhorn? Because I'm playing a Waldhorn for... and now I realize it's a Waldhorn playing an F. I honestly don't know. Let me Google what that is. Waldhorn. I look up Waldhorn and a French horn comes up. I'm not sure the difference. Let's see. When playing scales, think about the feeling and position of each note when starting, not a quick fit. Brass players for life. That's what I'm talking about. Support. But we also have room in our lives for woodwind and string players. I have to embrace the woodwind players this week because I'm playing Woodwind Quintet all week. 5 concerts. So I gotta make sure I play soft. What's tough about playing with Woodwind Quintet is that you have to often play super high to blend with other people, and then you have to play really, really soft. So I'm gonna play through maybe this Falls Villano piece one more time, nice and soft. Or no, Contradanza. Here we go. Okay, nice. Oh my gosh, chat's going off. I don't even know what a reed is, man. What is that? I'm gonna screenshot that. Why would I blow on wood? I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, you know what? My girlfriend's an oboe player, and you're speaking a lot of sense right now. Waldhorn, German for forest horn. The French horn and Waldhorn are similar brass instruments, but they differ mainly in design and playing tradition. The French horn is the modern version used in orchestras today. So I wonder how old your horn is. Let me look it up. Waldhorn. Oh, Waldhorn Restaurant is what came up. I'm going to look up instrument. Let's see. What is the meaning of Waldhorn? Man, I don't know how you found this. Oh, horn versus Waldhorn. I know. You're so right. You're so right. Evil. Dorico uses Waldhorn at the factory. Let's see. Waldhorn is totally uncommon. Yeah, people usually say horn or French horn. Waldhorn is, of course, somewhat common organ stop name. Corno. Corno is one. Yeah, I can't find any info about the Waldhorn. That's really interesting. Nice. Yeah, I mean, are you based in Germany? Is that why? Yadum bum bottom be dum ba da da dee dum be dum da dum dee dum bum 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 ba dum. I bet this one would be easier on my other horn. Hopefully I won't have to play it on it. What? Slow that down and practice it, get a little faster. I always thought it was to specify a horn with valves when they were becoming regular. Yeah, maybe. I've seen in French that they said corps chromatique was what they wrote the difference of, like on Saint-Saëns' third symphony, organ symphony, the first and second horn, it said either corps or natural horn. And then the third and fourth were actually the valved horn ones, and it said corps chromatique. Good night. Wow, super late. Good night. Thanks for tuning in, Robert. Just blend in woodwinds. German for French horn, normal without valves, played with hand. And Leo's coming in with all those faces. Wow, I didn't even know you could write those. Yeah, it's pretty late on the West Coast here. I'm in LA, so I'll probably head to bed. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hopefully the rehearsal tomorrow goes well. The new horn is the winner, but I am super scared of it breaking again because it broke twice in the last 2 days. So hopefully we don't run into any issues and life is beautiful. But take care, everyone. Good to see you. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe or leave a like. I really appreciate it. All right, I will be back sometime soon, warming up and then practicing. So I'll see you around. Take care, everyone.